What's up, world? This is your guy, Guitar K, and today we're going to be talking about light. You be the light. I know in this world there'll be a lot of darkness. It's a lot of dark spirits. It's a lot of witchcraft and demons running around. But look, you choose to be the light. No matter what nobody else is doing, you can always let your light shine bright. Y'all seen What's Love Got to Do with It? You know, when young little Tina Turner was in the church and they was singing, "This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine, let it shine, let it shine, oh yeah." That's what you got to do no matter what. Because, you know, even when the lady kept trying to tell her to calm down, Tina couldn't do it. She couldn't help but let her light shine, man. And a lot of people, they get shining mixed up. You know, we tend to think that we shining because we got some Gucci on, or that we shining because we driving a Range Rover. That's not shining, man. When people say you shining because you got on Gucci or because you driving a Range Rover, they not looking at you. They looking at the Gucci. They looking at the Range Rover. So really, in that instant, you helping Gucci shine. You helping Range Rover shine. And you really just admitting that as soon as you take off the Gucci and you step out of the Range Rover, you're now dull. Is that what you're saying? If that's the only way you can shine is through material things. Look, man. Don't let your light reflect off of what worldly things is about. Look. Don't attach your light to what material things and all of that. Your light shines from the inside of you, and let that thing glow from the inside out. You are the light. You are what's valuable. You are what's great. Don't attach your self-worth to things that's outside of you. You be the light. No matter what's going on around you, when you practicing kindness, when you practicing patience and goodness and showing love, your light will always shine bright. Look, man, so many great people in our world that have made an impact. When we think back on these people, we don't ask what they was wearing. When you watching Dr. King, "I Had a Dream" speech, don't nobody be like, "Man, that's a great speech and it changed the world. But what kind of suit did he have on?" It don't happen, because at the end of the day, it's the person. It's your attitude. It's what you're talking about, what you're not talking about. It's how you treat people. That is how you truly shine. Because when you're trying to shine by what you're wearing, a lot of people that want to shine that way, they only doing it trying to put other people down. They like, "Look what I got and look what you don't got." That's not how you really shine, man. That's being a part of this world. And you know I'm always talking about, do not conform to the ways of this world. Be transformed by the renewing of your mind. Look, before I go any further, man, it's a prayer. It's called the St. Francis prayer. And when you live like this, you will shine amongst all the dark souls, amongst all that's going on around us. You will always shine when you live this way. The prayer of St. Francis. Check this out, man. "Lord, make me an instrument of your peace. Where there is hatred, let me bring love. Where there is offense, let me bring pardon. Where there is discord, let me bring union. Where there is error, let me bring truth. Where there is doubt, let me bring faith. Where there is despair, let me bring hope. Where there is darkness, let me bring your light. Where there is sadness, let me bring joy. O Master, let me not seek as much to be consoled as to console. Let me be understood as to understand, to be loved as to love. For it is in giving that one receives. It is in self-forgetting that one finds. It is in pardoning that one is pardoned. It is in dying that one is raised in eternal life." Look, when you live that way, and I'm not saying that it's easy. It takes practice. It takes mindfulness. You have to get up with the intention of living that way. And when you live in that way, I don't care what's going on around you, you're going to be in a sense of peace, and people are going to be able to see that thing on you. They're going to be like, "Look, you shining." And it's not going to be because of what you have on or what you're wearing. Look, man, you know that Rihanna song, "Shine Bright Like a Diamond"? Look, man, when you're living that, you're going to be shining brighter than any diamond that they pulling up out of the ground. You're going to be shining brighter than all the diamonds that they got up in Sierra Leone. Look, you're going to be walking around looking like a human Zales when you live like that, man. Galatians 5:22-23, them fruits of the spirit. When you're cultivating them fruits of the spirit, you're going to shine no matter what. Look, man, don't pray to have good things to be bestowed upon you. Pray to be good. And when you are good, you will shine, man. Look, we're talking about you being the light. There's nothing on this planet that's brighter than a human soul that's full of love and goodness and kindness and patience. It's nothing more valuable, man. Shining really comes from within, not what's on the outside of us. Ask yourself, how you living? How do you treat people? What's your conduct about? How you living today? You a decent person? How often do you pray? Look, man, look. If you don't pray, you ain't gonna never shine. That ain't happening. Look, that's like going against the grain. You gotta have a constant contact with your higher power. Because when God light is shining upon you, look, man, you gonna shine. I don't care what you're wearing. I don't care who else is around you. When you living in God's light, that thing gonna reflect off you and it's gonna shine like the sun, baby. Look, check this out, man. Don't let your light reflect off of material things. Don't attach your light to the things that's outside of you. You know, I'm talking about inner glow. I'm talking about self-worth. I'm talking about a living light, solar power. Be charged up no matter what you're wearing, no matter who's watching. Do the right thing always. Shine bright. You be the light. You be the change. You be the difference, man. Like I said, nothing can shine brighter than you. You are light itself. Look, man. Never mind what the negative minded people say. Look. When you come in the room, them negative minded people gonna have to squint. They're gonna have to look at you. You gonna hurt their eyes when they look at you. You're gonna shine bright like the sun, man. You're gonna eclipse out all that negativity. When you living in positivity, when you living in love, when you living in that true inner light, when you got that true inner glow, man, look. Nothing shines brighter than light. Look. Nothing shines without light. When light comes in the room, darkness has to run. That's just true, man. When you shine light on darkness, it brings everything into the surface. It brings out the truth. The truth shall set you free. Be the difference in this world today, man. With everybody turning to darkness, you don't turn that way. I don't care what's going on. Save your soul. Don't sell your soul, man. What good is it to gain this world for the price of your soul? It's not worth it. Always let your light shine through, no matter what situation you put in. Don't sell your soul for money. Don't sell your soul for sex. Don't sell your soul for attention, for power, for none of that. I'm telling you, when you stand firm, you're going to shine brighter than everybody else, no matter what they got on, man. No matter what they doing, no matter what they got in their pockets, no matter what they driving or who they got on their arm. You will always shine bright when you stand firm in spiritual principles. And when you letting God light shine in you and it's coming up out of you, nothing can stop you, man. You will be a burning fire of light and you will burn through this world and set it ablaze. I promise you. Practice your spiritual principles. Be great today. You be the light. This little light of mine, I'm telling you, and then that little light gonna turn to a big light. That little spark gonna turn to a blazing flame. Don't let nobody in this world put out your flame. Keep your flame of hope burning. Keep your flames of faith burning. Look, man, hold tight to that thing. Nobody else is you. You're special. You're unique. I know they try to say ain't nobody special. Ain't nobody unique. But let me tell you something. You are. I promise you are. Can't nobody else do you. Ain't nobody else you. Let your light shine because nobody else's light shines exactly like yours do. It's a one-of-a-kind thing. Don't let nobody tell you any different. You be the light. You be the change. You be the difference maker. Do not turn back to the dark ways no matter what. Keep stepping forward into the light, even if it's baby steps. Even if sometimes you just got to stand still and hold firm. Just don't turn backwards. Just don't go back. Keep going forward. If you fall, get up, keep your eyes on the light and keep going towards it, man. Be the light. Be the change. Be the difference. This is your guy, Guitar K. Be more